Bobby Brink and Jamie Drysdale could be nearing returns to the lineup as the Flyers head out on a pivotal back-to-back road trip. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports and PHLY Flyers, and these are your Flyers post-practice notes. So let's start out with Brink and Drysdale. They've both been out of the lineup since last Tuesday's game against the Anaheim Ducks. They both took hits that knocked them out of the game. They've missed the last 3 games due to those injuries, both presumed to be concussions. But according to Rick Tocchet today, after today's optional practice, both are, and he said, possibilities to return for Wednesday's game against the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, there's possibilities. Like Drysy, we'll see how he skates today. He could be a possibility. Bobby the same. Yeah, no, TK was fine. I mean, he played through some stuff. Got to give him a lot of credit. But yeah, that's a couple other guys are banged up that are playing. But Bobby and Drysdale are a possibility.
Now, what was interesting about Tocchet's comments today is he said both players, Drysdale and Brink, skated. Now, it's possible that Jamie Drysdale skated earlier today, but the practice was scheduled for 12 p.m., and we only saw Bobby Brink on the ice. Brink did get a lot of skating in. He stayed out the latest of any of the players that were on the ice for the optional practice, but it's possible that Brink just maybe might be closer than Drysdale, especially if Brink was the only one to do extended skating today in Voorhees before they left for the road trip. My guess, Bobby Brink probably is the more likely of the two to play on Wednesday against the Buffalo Sabres. The hit he took last Tuesday against the Ducks did seem to be the less severe of the 2 hits. If you remember, Jamie Drysdale nearly was taken off on a stretcher before he waved off the stretcher and got off the ice on his own power with a lot of help. So my guess is if it's going to be one of the two to come back, it probably will be Bobby Brink. But notable that Rick Tocchet did not rule out the possibility, as he said, of Drysdale also making a return. And the Flyers are going to need as much help as they can get this week as they embark on this road back-to-back, first in Buffalo on Wednesday night, and then against the rival Pittsburgh Penguins on Thursday night. And the Flyers are certainly not coming into this pivotal back-to-back on a hot streak. In fact, the opposite of that. They've lost their last 3 games, their last 2 in regulation, and in blowout fashion against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, they haven't had too many of these swoons this season. This is actually only their second 3-game losing streak, and the only 3-game losing streak they've had this year that included 2 regulation losses. The other 3-game losing streak, all 3 of those losses came in extra time. So this is not familiar territory for the Flyers. Still, they need to figure it out quick. Notably, the Flyers weren't even originally scheduled to practice today on Tuesday afternoon after Monday's loss to the Lightning. But after the game, it was announced the Flyers would hit the ice. And even though it was an optional skate, only a few guys went on the ice, Bobby Brink leading the way as he tries to return from his injury. They did do a lot of work behind closed doors, from my understanding. They worked on the power play. They talked about regrouping in the wake of this 3-game losing streak. And it makes sense that the Flyers would want to put in some extra work before heading up to Buffalo, because these truly are crucial games. Now, the Flyers do still hold the 3rd spot in the Metropolitan Division. They are still in possession of a playoff spot, but these 2 teams they're playing in this back-to-back are right on their heels. In fact, Buffalo actually has the exact same points percentage as the Flyers. Buffalo's been on fire over the last few weeks. They just beat the Flyers a couple weeks ago. And Pittsburgh is just 1 point behind in the battle for that 3rd spot in the Metro. These are teams the Flyers very well could be battling for a playoff spot come March and April. Now, Travis Sanheim didn't go on the ice today for the optional skate, but he was obviously in the building, and we got a chance to talk to him before they got on the plane to Buffalo. He said he and his teammates are fully aware they need to regroup quickly and get back on track.
Yeah, for sure. Just a couple games that obviously we're not satisfied with, and I think just getting back to what's made us successful and not getting away from it, and a working teams having lots of energy every night, and just little things that make our team a good hockey club. And we're not the most skilled teams in the league, and we can't win like that. So I think understanding what makes us good and getting back to kind of that style of hockey, and when we do, we're a really good hockey club. So I think that's kind of the message today, and trying to get back on track.
So now it's just a matter of seeing if they can indeed halt this 3-game skid, get back going on Wednesday, and get back on the winning track. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports and PHLY Flyers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.